Hey everyone, we're Group 3, and in this video we're going to talk about the learning path of brute force algorithm. Brute force is a straightforward approach that solves a problem by systematically checking all possible solutions until the correct one is found. It does not use shortcuts, strategies, or optimizations, but instead it relies on complete enumeration, meaning it tries every possible case. Although this method is simple and easy to understand, it plays a very important role in computer science and algorithm design. Brute force guarantees that a correct solution will be found as long as enough time and computational resources are available. However, this guarantee often comes to the cost of efficiency. In this video, we will demonstrate how the brute force algorithm works by applying it to a real-world scenario, generating and testing pin combinations for a digital safe using digits from 0 to 9. We will observe how the number of possible combinations increases as the length of the pin grows.
So our problem scenario is that we are bound to travel abroad with your mother. But upon arrival at the airport, she noticed that she has left her passport inside the safety deposit box at home. There are only 5 hours left before your flight, so you hurriedly go home to get your mother's passport. She was left in the airport lobby with your luggage. As soon as you got home, you go to the room where the safe was. However, you forgot that it can only be opened with a combination. You got your phone in your pocket, but it was not there. No one is home except you. No phones around or other ways to communicate with your mother. You have no choice but to use a brute force method to open the safe. The digital safe has a number 0 to 9. In this scenario, the problem is that the passport is locked inside a digital safe, and there is no way to contact anyone to ask for the combination. With only 5 hours left before the flight, the only possible solution is to use a brute force method. Brute force method means trying every possible combination until the correct one is found. Since the safe uses digits from 0 to 9, the total number of possible combinations depends on how many digits the code has. For example, if it is a 4-digit code, there are about 10,000 possible combinations between 0000 to 9999. To apply brute force, you would start from the lowest combination and systematically try each code in order until the safe opens. This method does not rely on patterns or prior knowledge of the combination. Instead, it guarantees that the correct code will eventually be found because all possibilities are tested. Although brute force is simple and effective in situations where no other information is available, it can be time-consuming and inefficient, especially if there are many possible combinations and limited time to retrieve the passport.
I'll accompany you in demonstrating our brute force program, brute force pin generator program. And in here, when you run the code or the program, it will first display the name of the tool and the main user prompt. It will ask the user for a pin digit length, and let's enter number 2, and it will generate all possible pin combination of 2 digits, and then it will display the total number of pins generated and the total execution time of it. So it's nearly instant, and it will display the first 5 pin combination for the user, and then the program will ask the user if he wishes to see the rest of all the generated pin. And here, as you can see, it will generate the rest of the generated possible pin combinations of 2 digits. And if the user decided to go on, you can do so freely. And if the user decided to pick another digit, let's say no, it will return the user to the main menu and ask the user again for another digit length. And in our test case number 2, we will enter example number 5 digit, and then it will display it the total pin combination generated, which is 100,000, and the total execution time of it. And just like before, it will display the first 5 set of pin combination, and just like before, the program will ask the user for if he wishes to see the rest of it. If yes, we can do so, like so. And if the user decided in our test case number 2 or 3, let's select another one, for example 7, and as the number of pin digit combination increases, it will also slow down the program. It will start to generate more. It will take more and more time, as you can see in 7 digit. And there we go. It generated it, and the user and the program will ask the user to display the next batch of 5 set of pin combination, like this. And if you say no, it will redirect the user to the main menu and will ask the user again, and the same thing will happen in test case number 4 and 5. It will only take much longer, and it will still display the total pin generated and the execution time. And let's say if we wishes to exit the program or terminate the program, just enter 0, and it will display program terminated. And that concludes our video demonstration of its program output.